What's going on? I'm going to say some things that I know people are not going to like, in particular women, black women that is. So get ready to get your thumbs ready to push that unsubscribe button, because I know you are. I know it. And I know there are going to be some black people that's going to push it as well. You know, that's black men as well. You know what I'm saying? The simps. That plain and simple. And I don't mind. I don't have a problem with that, because see, I'm on this video because I care. You know what I mean? I care enough to the point where I don't care about your feelings, if I hurt them or not. I'm just here to tell you the truth, and it's just that plain and simple. If you don't like it, you just don't like it. You understand? But this whole thing, man, with this whole Donald Trump and Kamala Harris thing, has gotten out of hand. You know what I'm saying? And once again, black men, just as well as black women, have fell for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? In particular, black women. You know, y'all rode that feminist ride. Straight up, y'all fell for it in like the 70s and the 80s, and now y'all fell for it now. You thought that the non-black women, the Caucasian women, were gonna ride with you, with Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? You thought that this was a feminine movement. It was all about feminine energy. And once the votes came in, and you found out that 60% of white women voted for Donald Trump, your whole world came tumbling down. See, this is the problem, black women. And I say this out of love. You don't stand by your man. Caucasian women do. And why would you have ever thought that it was going to be any different? We are the only race on this planet where our women don't stand by the man. Straight up. And I know it's a lot of BS out there where you have black women saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be celibate. You know, I'm gonna join the 4B movement, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna date outside of my race," because 60%, I think it's 60 to 80% of white men voted for him as well. For Donald Trump, that is. Well, I'm not going to date outside of my race again, you know what I'm saying, anymore. You know, I'm not going to be bothered with the black man. If he gets pulled over by the cops and gets beaten up, I'm not going to help him. I hope he... I'm like, are you serious? This came out of a black woman's mouth. I hope black men... You know what that means. And it's crazy because the polls state that 80% black men voted for Kamala Harris. 80%. But this is the problem. The black woman fell for the okie doke, the feminist movement, and lo and behold, when it came down to a black woman, so-called black woman, because we don't factually know if Kamala Harris is black or not. When it came down to her versus the European, Caucasian, melanin recessive man, etc., they chose him. Yeah, they chose the man that said, grab him by the pussy. They chose the convicted felon over the so-called black woman. What, you thought it was going to be any different? This is the problem. This is the problem with the black community. And then you have black men that had voted for Donald Trump, saying, oh yeah, he gonna fix the economy and everything is gonna be all right. Because I remember the last 4 years when he was the president of the United States, everything was good. The economy was good. I had money in my pocket. And some of you hood people, I've seen the interviews where you hood people was like, oh yeah, you know, plus he gave me that stimulus check. You truly believe that a businessman is going to get you out of the predicament that you're in. I've heard all these lies talking about how gas prices have went down, how inflation is going down ever since Donald Trump became the president, for the second time. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Donald Trump has nothing to do with inflation. He can't regulate that. He can't change that. Do you really know? Seriously, I hate doing this to the black community, but at the end of the day, do you really think that the prices that you see at the grocery store are going to be yesterday's prices? What I mean by that, do you think that milk is going to go back to being whatever price it was about 4 or 5 years ago? No, that's not going to happen. And then it's another thing that we have to deal with. That's shrinkflation. So do you think, like, take for example, Oreo cookies. They shrunk the amount that they put in the Oreo package, the Oreo cookie package. So let's just say 4 years ago, they were selling Oreo cookies for 20 Oreo cookies in a package for, let's say, $3, right? Now it's called shrinkflation. You know what I'm saying? Where they shrink the amount, but sell it at the same price. So now in 2024, let's say, for example, they only sell 15 Oreo cookies in the package for $3. Do you think that they're going to go back to putting the extra 5 in? Do you think Donald Trump can be able to do that? Not only fix inflation, hyperinflation, as well as shrinkflation. Do you think he's going to be able to do that for you? This man is a businessman. He doesn't do anything he doesn't do things without a particular reason. But once again, here we go. This is what bothers me about, no, seriously, I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not suicidal. So don't get it twisted. But this is what bothers me about living, especially in the United States of America. Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes. Nothing at all. And this is the reason why I can no longer exist here. And I know some people are going to be like, man, I've been following your channel for years. You've been saying the same thing every year. You're going to leave and this and that. So we all know that it doesn't just take a 1, 2, 3 step. It's not that easy. Once I leave, I don't want to come back. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like it's the same shit over and over and over again. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be great to fuck up an old man. And I'm not trying to be funny, but then again, I am. I don't want to be no old man like Sinetta. For those that know about Sinetta TV and the House of Consciousness, I don't want to be like him. I don't want to be talking about how black people fucked up for the next fucking 15, 20 years, and then my son comes and he takes over the channel. I'm not doing any of that. You know, you got some people that's in the comment section of my videos that say, hey man, don't never end your channel, man. You know, man, don't do that, because I've said, you know, I'm gonna end the channel. I'm not gonna delete the channel. I'm just gonna stop doing videos. It comes a time where you have to focus on your own life. And this is not my life's purpose, to fucking do videos about some niggas that ain't gonna ever change. That every 4 years, you got niggas, whether they females or males, that always motherfucking rely on good old massa. Think that he gonna fucking change things for you. He ain't gonna do that shit. He's just not. And I keep on saying this shit every fucking video. And please, just somebody in the comment section acknowledge that I'm saying it. Because maybe I think that I'm saying it, and I'm really not. But we keep on doing the same thing, expecting different results. That's insane. That's insane. I saw this black dude that had a Make America Great hat on, right? And he did like a short, and he was like, yo man, you know, I'm gonna tell you something that really broke my heart. He was like, you know, I'm all about MAGA Nation, and I'm with the culture and about Donald Trump, and I love them and everything like that. But they sent me a message talking about some, you know, you're never, based on you being black, you'll never be a part of MAGA Nation. All we needed was your vote and we got it. Thank you. And he was hurt. I'm like, how? You didn't know that they just wanted your fucking vote? You thought it was all kumbaya by the melanin recessive folks. That's a problem, man, in this generation. Y'all think people playing games with y'all and they're not. Racism is a generational thing. It's passed down. No matter how much you try to prove to good old massa that you are equal to him or you want to be accepted or whatever the fuck it is you're trying to prove to him, it's just, it makes no sense. He don't respect you. He ain't gonna never respect you. Never. Unless he's forced to. And see, y'all don't want to get on that Black Panther shit. I don't want to have no violence. And no. But this country is built on violence. This is how the melanin recessive people are able to maintain control. That's real shit. You talking about revolution? I hate it when people talk about revolution and they think, they seem to believe that we can avoid having a bloody revolution. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, man. These people, the oligarchists of the world, these people are not willing to give up their shit for you. It's just not. I don't know what kind of world you live in. I really don't. But let me tell you something. I wish that you wake up. I wish that you would wake up and smell the coffee, the tea, whatever you drink in the morning. I just don't get this. I don't understand it. Every generation, us black folks fall for the same okie doke. Like this ain't no way in the world, man, I could date some of these women out here. No way in the world. This boy talking about some she ain't gonna give me no fucking pussy because I ain't vote for Kamala Harris. Shut your fucking mind. My girl wouldn't even utter that shit out of her fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mind. But see, you know what? You can't expect but so much because these women ain't really women out here. And in all actuality, and the men are not the men. Are not the real men out here. It's a certain shit that I see men put up with and tolerate. There's no way in the world I put up with that shit. No way. No way. I'll be damned if I be with a female that don't listen to me. There's a difference between you having a mind of your own, and I appreciate it. I respect that. I respect a woman's perspective on shit. You understand? There's a difference between having your own mind and you not listening to a man. And it's just redundant. It ain't like I'm saying anything fucking new. I bet you I've said this 1,000 times as well as other people have. Black women talk all that shit about some, I don't need no man, and you ain't this and this and that and so forth, and then go to work and listen to every fucking thing that her white boss tell her to do. But I thought you said you don't need no man. But your boss is a man. That shit is crazy to me. I don't understand why people really don't understand why I don't want to be here in the United States. I mean, it's the economy. Shit is getting expensive. Prices are going up. But it's not just that. The reality of it is, man, I miss a time that I'm never going to get back. Ever. And that was a time where black people, we weren't doing great. We was, going through our things and different things like that in the 90s. But you know one thing that I can say? Some of us had each one another's back. That I can say. I come from a generation where women, there was gold diggers and there were women. And there were whores. You had a variety of women to choose from. And you could tell, you could be able to differentiate between all of them. The hoe, the good girl, the gold digger. Nowadays, you can't. And I just refuse to be in a situation where I'm seeing the downfall of my race. And there's nothing I could do about it. Nothing at all. But make some fucking videos. That's what's so funny about y'all. Y'all think that I'm a joke. I'm real deal. I'm being dead ass serious. Sooner than later, I'm gonna stop doing videos. What's the point of the purpose? Nobody's listening. You know what I'm saying? When I try to tell people the truth and I try to help black folks out, you know what they tell me? They tell me I'm whining too much. I'm crying. Okay, if I'm crying and whining like a little baby, what are you supposed to do? Whenever you hear a little baby cry and whine, you're supposed to go to see what that baby is crying and whining about. And if you want to say that I'm crying and whining, I'll tell you, I have a legitimate reason for it. How in the world we got so wrapped up in these politics this time? To the point where we're divorcing one another? We hate one another? All these people talking about, that's another reason why I don't really, it's out there. I'm not going to be here for so long, but I really didn't want to say anything when it boils down to leaving the country, because now everybody's leaving the fucking country. I'm not leaving the country because of Donald Trump. I'm leaving the country because there's no unity in my fucking race. I might as well go to someone else's country and be a stranger over there, because I'm damn for sure a stranger here in my own home, a place where I was born and raised at. And y'all miss me with that shit about you ain't a FBA. How the fuck am I not? My great-grandfather is from Nevis. He came over here, and had my grandfather. And my grandfather had my father. My mother and her half of the family is all from here. So I'm just trying to understand. Make me understand. I was born and raised here. But yet and still, every time I get up and I go outside and I walk past a black man or a black woman, I feel like a fucking stranger. We don't even acknowledge one another anymore. And y'all think that shit is cool. Oh man, shit, you gotta get out there. You just gotta focus on yourself and worry about get that money. Chase after the bag. Yo, for real, man, seriously. I dropped out of school. I was an idiot. I'm making a point here. I was an idiot. I started skipping school in the 10th grade. The 11th grade, I went like a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like most of the 11th grade, I went, straight through. The 12th, I say through starting from the 11th grade to the 12th, I didn't go to school at all. I just would show up. I would go to lunch or some shit and then leave. After that, I went back and I got my adult high school diploma. Then I went to a HBCU by the name of St. Augustine's College in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I went there for like close to a year and dropped out. How the fuck is it? I'm just being real with you. How the fuck is it that I know what's going on, and you people that got college degrees and under your belt and you know this and know that and don't even realize that you getting played? A simple Simon nigga like me knows more than what the fuck you know. And you been to school and you got college degrees, plural. This shit is crazy to me. But every generation of blacks, shit gets worse. We are way more disunified than we ever been. And motherfuckers is walking around here like everything is all good. How are you going to be able to get ahead where someone controls your money? You don't make money. Someone pays you. And that goes for entrepreneurs such as myself and others. They don't care how they get you, as long as they got you. Real shit. I deal with American currency, just like anyone else. They don't care how they get you as long as they got you. You'll never be able to get ahead. Ever. You'll never have your own shit. Just based off of someone else printing up the currency that you use. They control your money, so therefore they control you. How is it so complicated for you to figure out that you're nothing but a slave? How is it? Tell me something that you own that the federal government can't come in and snatch away from you. They could freeze your accounts. They could take your house. They could lock you up. They could take away your freedom. And don't give me that bullshit like, oh, we got rights. And oh, here we go again. I got to hold my balls for this one. Damn. What? I know my rights. Oh, shit. So you gonna run with that? What are your rights? Oh, your freedom to speech and da-da-da-da-da. Who gave it to you? Because whoever gave you your rights, they can take it away. Ooh. They can violate you. That's why Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Louis Farrakhan, Marcus Garvey, Imhotep said, know thyself. That's why black people, the right ones in the past, have been building and doing for self. So we could be able to be in control of our lives. We have no control. We don't even have control in anything that we've created, innovated, or invented. Nothing at all. Hip-hop music is done. That's a tool that's used against us. This shit is crazy, man. And I know I'm going to catch it in the comment section of this video. Well, if you don't like being here, you could just leave. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's real shit. Because blacks seem to think that shit gonna change, and it's not. Don't you understand that this shit it's been done like this before? No, I'm just being real with you black folks. I know some of y'all don't read and you don't deal with ancient civilizations because that was the past. That's crazy to me. Man, I ain't dealing with you old head. That's the past. That's some old shit. The Jordans, the throwbacks Jordans, the retro Jordans you wearing is some old shit. When you went to high school, some of y'all go to college and you studying history, his story, that's some old shit. So you pick and choose what you fuck with from the past. Let's just say that. Let's just say you just not interested in your past. Straight up. But it's not even your past. We could talk about Rome. We could talk about Greece. We could talk about the Mayans. We could talk about the Aztecs. We could talk about the Comedians or the Egyptians. We could talk about ancient Sumer. We could talk about Babylon. The list goes on. All of these civilizations fell because of what the fuck is going on right now in America. We're headed to destruction. I'm not trying to be Nostradamus or no shit like that. I'm telling you that I've studied ancient civilizations. And when a civilization gets to the point where the hierarchies are greedy and they're using and abusing their citizens, their people, the government is using and abusing people. And you have companies and corporations that's running shit, and this ain't a democracy, this is a corptocracy. This is a corporate-ran society. And when you got men wanting to be women and women wanting to be men and men chopping off their dicks, desperately trying to be a woman, like all types of shit is going on. Children are being kidnapped, taken away. We don't know where the hell they're going. Women are being beat up, used and abused. Like, man, this shit is the end. It don't matter who becomes president at this present stage. All civilizations ended the same way. Ain't shit never fucking changed. And I'm telling you, this is my word. Me leaving and going somewhere else, fleeing and getting out the fuck away, I'm more than sure that there were people in the past that did the same thing that I'm doing right now, that I'm going to do right. Not right now instantly, but I'm in the process of doing. And I'm more than sure that it was a person just like me that was foretelling people like, yo, man, you got to get out of here, and this and that, so forth. And I'm more than sure it was people such as yourself telling that person in the past, whatever civilization you want to pick and choose, they were saying, just like how you say to me, man, stop whining, stop crying, man. This shit is going to be popping forever, because we got a new pharaoh in, and what the fuck? This shit continues to go on and on and on and on. This is a pattern, my nigga. This is a pattern that y'all don't understand, and some of you all don't even want to see it. And I'm getting tired of talking. I'm tired of wasting my breath. It's time for me to look out for me and mine. Oh, man, I want you to stay, man, Langston. You just don't know. You be getting me by, and you do this, and you do that, and da-da-da-da-da. And this is what I do for you. What do you all do for me? For those that have donated, thank you. But I'm not your doormat. In other words, you can't have me anytime you want me. I'm not not going to make myself accessible to you. Knowing that most people that look at my videos, it is just that. It's just, shit, man, I'm at work, man. I ain't got nothing to do, man. Shit, let me listen to this nigga. Real shit. I know my worth when it comes to see some of you all. Man, I ain't got shit to do, man. Let me go ahead and cook. Let me turn this nigga on right here. Then once it's over, whatever you're doing, whatever task that you're doing, whether it's you doing at work or, excuse me, when you at home, you know, vacuuming, some house cleaning or washing dishes or cooking, once that's over, you turn me off and you go back to your merry ass, regular ass fucking life. And that's a shame. That knowledge has become a form of entertainment. And that's it. You know, it is what it is. You know, I know what it's, I know now what it's like to be a grumpy old man. And I didn't realize it before. Now I realize it. Like, and motherfuckers as grumpy old men, now I know that I'm a grumpy old, being that I'm a grumpy old man now I know why we are grumpy. Cause we just, how am I an old head, my nigga? That's real shit. How am I an old head, my nigga? Well, I could tell you, I could teach, I could school you on some shit. I could make your life 10 times better with just one conversation. You crucify your prophets, your teachers, your leaders, your men, your women, and we wonder why the black community is fucked up. At the end of the day, don't blame that shit on the white man. Don't you do it. It's our fucking fault. That plain and simple. Look at that man in the mirror and know that you need to change. We need to change. And it's just that plain and simple. I can't say it no other way. Other than that, out.